In a remote, forgotten corner of the forest, nestled deep within an ancient thicket of trees, lay a place that the locals referred to as the Silent Grove. It was a place of eerie calm, where the only sounds were the whispers of the wind and the occasional rustling of leaves. One chilly autumn evening, as twilight cast long shadows over the woods, a group of daring friends decided to explore the mysteries of the Silent Grove. Among them was Tom, a brave and adventurous soul, always eager to confront the unknown. Armed with flashlights and a desire for adventure, they ventured into the heart of the silent forest. As they wandered deeper into the Silent Grove, an uneasy tension gripped them. The usual symphony of night creatures, the chirping of crickets and the hooting of owls, was conspicuously absent. It was as if the very forest held its breath in anticipation of their arrival. After hours of hiking through the eerie stillness, the group began to hear it, a low, unnatural hum that seemed to emanate from the very depths of the forest. It was a dissonant, unsettling noise, like a warped melody played on an otherworldly instrument. Tom's heart raced as he led the group toward the source of the strange sound. The closer they got, the louder and more disconcerting it became. Each step was accompanied by an increasing sense of dread. Eventually, they reached a small clearing bathed in the ghostly glow of the moon. There, standing beneath the gnarled branches of a colossal oak tree, was a creature that defied all reason. It stood on four twisted, sinewy legs, resembling a grotesque fusion of a dog and a man. Its body was emaciated, with patches of sickly gray skin stretched taut over its skeletal frame. Two wickedly sharp horns jutted from its skull, curving like sinister crescent moons. Its eyes, sunken and hollow, glowed with an unnatural, malevolent light. The creature moved with an unsettling grace, its movements resembling a grotesque dance. Its limbs twisted and contorted in ways that should have been impossible. The sound that emanated from its throat was an unholy cacophony, a haunting mixture of inhuman growls and eerie, dissonant wails. Paralyzed by terror, the group watched as the creature turned its hollow gaze toward them. Its lipless mouth curled into a malevolent grin, revealing rows of jagged obsidian teeth. The air grew thick with an oppressive dread. As the creature inched closer, Tom's instincts kicked in. With trembling hands, he signaled to his friends to retreat slowly. They inched away, their footsteps as quiet as the forest itself. But the creature was relentless, its eerie noises growing louder and more menacing. Then, with a sudden burst of speed, it lunged toward them, its bony limbs slashing through the air. Panic surged through Tom and his friends as they fled, their hearts pounding, adrenaline coursing through their veins. The forest seemed to close in around them as they sprinted through the thick underbrush, the creature's eerie cries echoing through the trees. Tom knew they were being pursued, that the monstrous entity was relentless in its pursuit. They ran until exhaustion threatened to overtake them, and finally they burst out of the oppressive silence of the Silent Grove into the more familiar sounds of the forest at the forest's edge. The creature did not follow, and the haunting noises gradually faded away. Exhausted, Tom and his friends collapsed onto the forest floor, gasping for breath. They had survived their encounter with the inexplicable terror of the Silent Grove, but they would carry the memory of that night with them for the rest of their lives, a reminder that some mysteries are best left unexplored, and that the woods held secrets beyond their darkest imaginings. Part 2. Confronting the Enigma. Months passed since the nightmarish encounter in the Silent Grove, but the memories still haunted Tom and his friends. They couldn't shake the feeling that the forest held more secrets, and they were determined to unravel them, no matter how perilous the journey. The group had become consumed by their obsession, spending countless hours researching the history of the Silent Grove and its eerie reputation. They uncovered tales of disappearances, legends of a cursed oak tree, and hints of dark rituals performed in the distant past. It was a tapestry of mystery and malevolence, and they felt drawn to its enigmatic threads. One fateful day, they discovered a long-forgotten journal belonging to a local historian. The journal contained cryptic references to the Silent Grove and the creature they had encountered. It spoke of a cursed tome, a book of dark magic, hidden within the forest. The journal's author had dedicated his life to uncovering its secrets but had vanished without a trace. With newfound determination, Tom and his friends decided to return to the Silent Grove. They believed that the cursed book was the key to understanding the creature's origin. Over the course of several visits, they painstakingly transcribed the cryptic text and meticulously photographed each page. The cursed book held secrets of dark rituals, incantations, and unspeakable horrors. It was a tome of forbidden knowledge that had the power to shape reality itself. As they delved deeper into their research, strange occurrences began to plague their lives. Unexplained phenomena, ominous dreams, and the relentless feeling of being watched haunted them day and night. It was as though the malevolence of the cursed book had seeped into their very souls. The group faced a chilling realization. The book's dark magic was not confined to the Silent Grove. It had found a way to reach beyond the forest boundaries, and they were now entangled in its sinister web. Determined to break free from the book's influence, they devised a plan. They would return the cursed tome to the very heart of the Silent Grove, hoping to seal it away forever. Armed with protective charms and a profound sense of foreboding, they set out one last time. As they approached the cursed oak tree, a low, dissonant hum filled the air, a sinister echo of the creature's eerie cries. The grove seemed to protest their intrusion, and the very trees whispered warnings. With trembling hands, Tom placed the cursed book back into its hiding place beneath the roots of the ancient oak. As the book settled into its resting place, the forest fell silent once more. The malevolent presence that had plagued them began to dissipate. The group retreated from the Silent Grove, a profound sense of relief washing over them. They knew that the forest would always hold secrets, but they had severed their connection to the cursed book and the creature's strange noises. As they left the grove behind, they couldn't help but glance back one last time, their hearts heavy with the weight of the unknown. The Silent Grove remained an enigma, its mysteries locked away in the depths of the forest where eerie calm and unsettling silence reigned supreme, a reminder that some secrets were never meant to be uncovered. As the group made their way back from the Silent Grove, they felt a sense of closure wash over them. They believed they had done what was necessary to break free from the sinister influence of the cursed book, and a newfound sense of peace filled their hearts. Weeks turned into months, and life seemed to return to normal. The ominous dreams, unexplained phenomena, and eerie feelings of being watched gradually faded into distant memories. Tom and his friends began to believe that they had successfully escaped the clutches of the forest's malevolence. However, the calm proved to be fleeting. One night, as Tom lay in his bed, the room was plunged into darkness. The air grew heavy, and a dissonant hum filled the room, a haunting echo of the noise they had heard in the Silent Grove. Panic surged through Tom as he realized the malevolent presence had returned. The shadows in the room seemed to coalesce, forming a grotesque figure, a nightmarish manifestation of the creature from the forest. It stood tall and imposing, its bony limbs reaching out toward Tom. The creature's hollow eyes locked onto his, and its lipless mouth twisted into a malevolent grin. Tom tried to scream, but his voice failed him. He was paralyzed, trapped within a waking nightmare. The creature's presence was suffocating, and the dissonant hum grew louder, echoing through his mind. With a sudden, jarring movement, the creature lunged toward Tom, and darkness swallowed him whole. The next morning, Tom's friends received the news. His lifeless body had been found in his room, a look of terror etched onto his face. It was a grim reminder that some secrets were not meant to be uncovered, and some malevolent forces were not easily escaped. Tom had paid the ultimate price for his curiosity, his life claimed by the enigma of the Silent Grove and the cursed book's relentless influence. His friends mourned his passing, haunted by the knowledge that the forest's secrets were far darker and more sinister than they could have ever imagined. The Silent Grove remained an eternal mystery, its secrets hidden beneath the eerie calm and unsettling silence of the ancient trees. And Tom's fate served as a chilling warning to all who would dare to venture into its depths, that some nightmares were all too real, and the price of curiosity could be one's soul. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and leave a like and comment down below and tell us what would you do in that situation.